Welcome to a great day here at Seaside. We are almost as excited as the kids were this morning when they got to do a little practice on this brand new field. So my name is Marie Knight, and I am your Director of Parks, Recreation, and Marine, and it is my privilege and honor to welcome you to Seaside Park and our first artificial soccer field in the city of Long Beach. Let's hear it. So this morning we're going to have a few special people speak, and I'm going to introduce a few others. And then we're going to cut a ribbon, and we're going to do a ceremonial kick. And then we're going to let these two great teams be the first to use this new field, which is going to be very exciting. But before we start, I would like to introduce from Washington Middle School soccer team, Coach Terry Collins, and members of her team who are going to lead us in the pledge. Coach Collins.
Good morning, everyone. Please rise with us. Place your hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
All right, girls.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies, and thank you to Coach Collins and the Washington Middle School girls soccer team for coming out today to support the rest of you in this exciting day. So before we get started and we hear from Councilwoman Lena Gonzalez, I want to introduce a few other people that are with us today. Our city manager, Pat West, is here. Thank you, Mr. West, for coming. Representing our mayor's office, our chief of staff, Mark Taylor. Mark Taylor's here, very supportive of soccer and our programs and what we do, and unfortunately the mayor is traveling today, so he couldn't be here, but this has been one of the projects that he has been very excited about, and wanted to just make sure that we send his welcome and his thanks to all of you for showing up. I also want to introduce one of our Parks and Recreation commissioners, David Zenana, who's here. Our commissioners are volunteers in our community, and they help support the good work that's done throughout the community and throughout this city. So now it is my pleasure to introduce to you your councilwoman for the 1st District, who has just been a great champion of not only this project, but bringing these types of projects, programs, upgrades to our parks in this district to you so that you have such quality fields and facilities like you do here today. So Councilwoman Lena Gonzalez.
Thank you, Marie, and let's give our Parks, Recreation, and Marine Department another big round of applause because Marie, Gladys, and everyone here that work at the park every single day do a fantastic job, so thank you so much. I wore my special soccer shoes because I don't even play soccer, but I had to bring them out because this is a very special day for all of us, not just in the Washington neighborhood, but in the city of Long Beach. It's so beautiful, and I'm seeing all these great kids. This needs to be activated all the time, and I'm so glad that we're gonna be able to do that. So thanks for joining us this morning. We know that there's always a need for safer, active parks, and this is absolutely beautiful. So I look back, and I'm just really taken away with my breath because it's just a fabulous sight. And I'm certain that the turf field will help meet the needs of our community members of all ages. So, of course, the little ones, as you see here, but also our older adults that like to play soccer and other sports. And the qualities of the field will provide more hours of play and improved playing conditions on more durable, consistent, and safe playing surfaces. Playable hours are increased by eliminating field closure for sod replacement or rain events. And Seaside Park and soon other parks, including Drake Chavez and Admiral Kidd, will also serve residents with these fields as well. So we're excited about that. Everyone was saying, oh, Seaside's opening, what's going on with Drake? And so that's coming up very soon. We'll make sure to tell everybody about that. And then we invested in this project because we knew it was become a great asset that is both environmentally sound. So we have organic fill in these awesome artificial turf, the artificial turf, and community focus. So we know that many of you put many hours to make this as beautiful as it is. So I'd like to thank again our soccer teams that are here to celebrate the grand opening of this awesome field on a very hot day in November, right? Washington Middle School female soccer team. Let's give them a big round of applause. We're excited, ladies, to see you on the field. Deportivo, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for being here. I think they have some gifts for the coaches as well. And the Cesar Chavez soccer team. Let's give them a big round of applause. And I, too, would like to thank our park commissioner and David Zenana, Pat West, Mark Taylor, Marie Knight, all of our city clerk's office is here, too, in case you want to register to vote. But there are so many incredible departments that have come together to really make this as beautiful as it is. And I assure you that every single day, they're doing what it takes to ensure that there's programs, that people feel safe, and that there's fun activities just like this. So I welcome you all to come here and enjoy the park as you see fit. And I hope that all of you can enjoy your time out here right before the Thanksgiving holiday. Thanks so much. Congratulations.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Let's hear it again for Councilwoman Lena Gonzalez, who's such a huge champion and advocate for this community and for our children and our families. We in Parks and Recreation have the privilege of partnering with our Public Works Department on these types of projects. They are the ones that are out here, if you saw, with the diggers and making all of this happen. And so we couldn't do this without them, and they are a fabulous partner. And today the Deputy Director of Public Works, Shaun Crumby, is here to talk a little bit about not only this project, but some other things that we are going to be doing with the 14th Street Park that talk about safety and that will help increase the safety for you as we are activating these places and spaces. So please welcome from Public Works, Shaun Crumby.
Thank you, Marie. It's great to be here this morning to celebrate the opening of this new turf field. I have to say thank you, and that it was great to work with Councilwoman Gonzalez and the Parks and Rec Department, Parks, Rec, and Marine Department, to bring forward the improvements that you see here today. This project represents a lot of the qualities of all of the projects that the city is bringing forward. It's environmentally friendly. It's composed entirely of organic materials, and it lowers the amount of water that we use for the park. It's economically feasible by saving the cost of that water and mowing schedule for the next 10 years. And finally, we've been able to, in addition to looking great, we've been able to extend the park hours. So really, it's a multi-beneficial project that really helps out in a variety of ways from the city. I'm also happy to discuss a few other projects that we have coming forward in the area. We have traffic calming projects, or a traffic calming project for 14th Street Park that's set to start in the next few weeks. That project is designed to slow down the cars that come around the park, but also expand park area. So future projects will be coming, but in the next couple weeks, we're going to be doing that by closing a couple of the lowest volume crossing streets, Cedar and Locust, really to expand the park and provide improvements for the park. Also in 2018, a bicycle boulevard on 15th Street is coming. That bicycle boulevard will start right here in this park, weave down the 14th Street Park over to 15th Street, and extend all the way eastward to Pacific Coast Highway. That project is critical for our bike program, our mobility program in the city, and really provides easy access for neighborhoods and people to access Anaheim Street. So really, really an exciting project moving forward. Again, it's great to be here, and I hope everybody enjoys the park.
Thank you, Shaun. And if you want more information on the two projects that Shaun just talked about, the street closures and the bike boulevard, we have some flyers on our refreshment table over there. And we're excited about that. As we make those street closures, that gives us more place and space in the 14th Street Park to put some things there, some passive recreational opportunities, but areas where then you as families and children can safely recreate without having to cross those busy intersections. So we're very excited about that, and that will be starting, as Shaun said, in the next couple weeks. A little bit more about this project. So we talked about it's environmentally friendly. If you have played on an artificial turf field before, you will probably know that when you play, you see bits of black rubber coming up, which makes the field even hotter. We have used a different surface here, a different fill here, and it's a cork fill, so it's much more environmentally friendly. And as Shaun said, we don't have to water. So in this drought, we're able to save that water, which is awesome. The total project cost was approximately $1.7 million, and it was made possible by using funds from the council district. So again, we thank Councilmember Lena Gonzalez for some one-time infrastructure funds, from community development block grant funds, and $600,000 grant from the California Youth Soccer and Recreation Development Program. So we're very grateful to all those different sources that were able to come together so that we could open this field today. As you might be wondering, this field then is expected to have a lifespan of about 13 years or so. We hope to reach that 13 years. And to do that, we all have to be good community partners in how we take care of this field. So parents, as you are coming to games, you're going to have to be aware, and there will be some signs posted, and your leagues will have some monitors that will help educate on what we don't want brought onto the artificial turf field, so that we can extend the life of the field, because that $1.7 million is quite an investment, and we want that to last a long time. And speaking of soccer, so with us this morning to kick off the new field are teams from the Deportivo and Cesar Chavez Youth Soccer Leagues. And so what I'm going to ask right now from the Deportivo League is for Octavio, George, and Cesar to come up, and they want to present a game ball to each team to use today in the very first game on this soccer field. So gentlemen, would you like to come forward? Let's hear it for the league representatives.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, that's great. So today we're gonna give a soccer ball to each team for appreciation for coming out and helping us open up this field. Can I get a representative from each team?
How about the coaches from each team?
Coaches. Oh, okay. Okay, guys. Today we're giving you these soccer balls to help us out inaugurate this field. Thank you for coming out for this wonderful occasion. I want to thank also Parks and Rec, Lena Gonzalez, everyone who is involved in this project. It's such a great honor to be here. And further ado, thank you.
Thank you, coaches.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Both of these soccer leagues have been great partners with the City of Long Beach, and we really appreciate them coming out today and supporting and arranging for this game. So now it's time to do two things. We are first going to cut the ceremonial ribbon to open this field, and then we're going to do our official kick. So I would like the soccer players to come around this way and come behind the ribbon and join Councilwoman Gonzalez and the city manager, Mr. Crumby, Mr. Zenana, and myself to help us cut the ribbon. So if the soccer team would like to follow, and Mark Taylor, I know Mark is still here, yep, to help us. And the adults, we can just duck under. Team, help us count down.